Hello there, it's Lisa from LisaTannerWriting.com. Today I want to spend a couple of minutes talking about minimizing your decisions. Over the next couple of weeks, my plan is to jump back in here with more video, looking exactly at different ways I do minimize my decisions and sharing tactics that I hope will help you. But today I really want to focus on building a foundation for what I even mean when I say minimize your decisions. And why? Why is this so important, and why do I talk about it on my blog so often? Are you ready? Let's dive in. Minimizing your decisions, in my mind, means proactively making decisions ahead of time. So deciding that you're going to do something before that activity or event happens. It's pre-making decisions so that when the time comes, you don't have to stop and evaluate all the options, and you don't have to overwhelm your brain with all of the details. You just know what you're going to do, and you get it done. And so now let's talk about why. Why is it important, and why is it a good thing to minimize these decisions and pre-make them? When I was in college learning to be a teacher, one of the things that was one of the buzzwords at the time was brain research. And all of my professors kept talking about the new brain research that scientists had discovered and the implications it's had on teaching. And one of them that really stuck in my mind was the importance of not trying to do too much at once. So let's dive into the classroom example. If you have a child who is just learning how to read, their brain and all of their effort is going to be focused on decoding a word. They're going to be looking at the word CAT, and in their mind they're going to be going, I know C says K, and I know A says ah, and I know T says T, and if I put them all together, that word must say cat. And so that took a lot of brain power. When you're first learning to read, you have to look at every letter and you have to remember the sounds, and there's so much going on. And it takes time. And it takes mental focus. And that same child who is just learning to read and is putting all that energy into decoding is not going to have a lot of bandwidth left in their brain to also tell you what in the world they just read. That's why so many children who are struggling to decode words have a hard time with comprehension as well. There's just not enough room in the brain for them to focus on both things at once. And so a lot of times if you give them easier material to read or help them really boost those decoding skills, their comprehension soars because they're no longer trying to do too much at once. And so that same concept applies not just to kids learning to read, but to so many other areas of life, especially if you're trying to juggle a ton as a mompreneur. There's just not enough bandwidth in your brain to try and do everything all at once. And so you've got to make it easier on yourself by limiting what you're trying to ask your brain to do all at the same time. Otherwise, you risk really becoming burnt out and almost paralyzing yourself into indecision or inactivity because it's easier than trying to evaluate everything. There's just so much going on, and you might get that overwhelmed feeling where you don't even know what to do, so you just do nothing. And we don't want that, because there's so much that you have to offer and so much that you can do. And that's what we want to work on, is finding that time to do it. And one of the good ways to do that is by minimizing your decisions. Another example besides a kid in the classroom is a computer. I don't know about you, but I have constantly bogged down my computer. I'll try and do too much at once because I'm so excited, or I'm trying to edit a photo in Photoshop, which takes a lot of computer power, and then I'm trying to look something up on the internet or download a photo or something, and my computer just freezes all of a sudden. And it's so frustrating because I just want it to work, and I want it to work instantly because it's technology and it should. But we can't have too much going on. And it's the same with our brain. We bog it down every time we try and make another decision on top of what we're already doing. And so you don't want to bog down your brain. You want to have lots of space so you can process and focus and really do a good job on what you're doing. So in the next couple of weeks, we will dive into topics like making an annual meal plan and making an annual chore chart. And I'll talk about why I pick annual instead of weekly or monthly. We'll talk about giving your kids a day so you don't have to make all of those little decisions like whose turn is it to sit by me at the dinner table, or who gets to lick the spoon of the cookies I just made. We'll talk about how you can free up your brain so you have more time to do what you want to do and more time to grow your business. I'm really looking forward to sharing these videos with you over the next couple of weeks. My plan is to post a new one every Friday, so I look forward to that. If you have any questions or things you'd like me to cover, be sure and let me know. And you can click on the link up in the header or in the comments and go to the article that I wrote on minimizing your decisions and keeping your brain from being overwhelmed. All right, I hope to see you next Friday. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.